Hey, what's up, everybody? Coming with a quick video here. I said I was going to do this, but I am coming with somewhat of a quick review right now for New Japan Pro Wrestling, the G1 Climax 30, which has started this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, both A Block and B Block. A lot of changes this year when it comes to the G1 itself, but there's a lot to talk about, I will say. Now, I'm not going to come here and review almost every day of the G1. I'll probably come back in sporadic times and, review, some matches here and there, kind of like I did last year with the G1, because I'm not going to go through almost, I know it's not an everyday tournament, but it's like every other day when you think about it, and I'm not going to do that, so I'll probably let, some of the points scatter, but I am going to release, at least review both A Block and B Block in the first round tournaments for both night 1 and 2. Like I said, there's been a lot of changes this year into the G1, which this is now a fall tournament right now, okay, because usually we would see the G1 in the summer, but we knew a long time ago it was going to be in the fall, but as we all know, the coronavirus has made even more changes to the G1 that, it's talent have travel restrictions, and we haven't been able to get a lot of talent into New Japan ever since they've came back. But at least I guess they found a way to get some of these people back, the heavy hitters and whatnot, because I was wondering how the G1 was even going to work this year. I didn't know if the G1 was even going to happen this year, to be honest, because it was going to be in the fall. Like I said, it's usually a summer tournament, but the Tokyo Olympics were supposed to happen during the summer, but obviously the coronavirus canceled the Tokyo Olympics, so there was no Olympics this year. And New Japan came back in June, July. They kind of came back into the fold and whatnot, and after canceling almost several other tournaments and everything, somehow, some way, the G1 was going to continue. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole history and rules of it, but if you know how the G1 works, yes, 2 points if you win, 1 point if draw, and 0 if you lose, okay? But there is something a lot different about this year. Now, you look at the participants who are in the A Block, like I said before, New Japan was able to get a lot of heavy hitters in. In A Block, you have Kota Ibushi. Jay White finally got him back into the fold of things. Which, he's been on that New Japan Strong show. Like I said, they've been able to get some of these people back. Minoru Suzuki, after being out of the G1 last year, he's back in. Taichi, Will Ospreay, we haven't seen Will Ospreay in a while. Like I said, travel restrictions, but he's back also. Okada, Jeff Cobb, I'm surprised he's in it too. Shingo Takagi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Yujiro Takahashi. And in B Block, you have Hiroshi Tanahashi, Juice Robinson making his return back in New Japan. We haven't really seen him since, February, so I don't know where he's been at. Hiroki Goto, Toru Yano, Yoshihashi, Tetsuya Naito, Sanada, Zack Sabre Jr., Kenta, and Evil. Like I said before, New Japan was able to get some of the heavy hitters. Now, I'm sure a lot of people are saying right now A Block looks way stronger than B Block, which I can't agree. A Block kind of got some of the, I think they got some of the bigger guys in A Block and whatnot. B Block, I'm not saying B Block's bad, but A Block looks way stronger on the card. And, I've seen some people question, how come they couldn't get this guy in the tournament? How come they couldn't get this person? Yes, I know it's a heavyweight tournament and everything. And some people say, well, Will Ospreay was a junior. Well, yes, but, yeah, Will Ospreay is now in the heavyweight division. Because, listen, I could have took some guys out of this tournament. I didn't really need Yoshihashi in there, because I can tell he's going to take a lot of L's. Toru Yano, I'm surprised they even put him back in. Yujiro, yeah, I like Tokyo Pimp, but I'm kind of surprised he's in it too. Some guys I'm surprised. Some people were wondering if there were any more newcomers into it, kind of like last year when they brought Jon Moxley in. But like I said, it's probably travel restrictions. And come on, the guy's the current AEW World Champion, so I don't think they need the champion on TV more than they need him the G1. But he was still great in the G1 last year anyways, though. But, like I said, there's a lot different with this tournament. Now, we all know whoever wins this tournament, they will get a briefcase to face the IWGP World Champion at Wrestle Kingdom, which may be different now since this is now a double title thing going on. I'm wondering how that's actually going to work. We got the whole double champion thing going. So, will it be for both the IWGP champion and Intercontinental champion? I don't know. Okay, so we don't know if it's going to be for a double title Wrestle Kingdom. So, and I'm sure a lot of people are trying to bet who's probably going to win what in this tournament. But like I said, you got a lot of heavy hitters and a lot of big matches coming up. But I did watch A Block. I watched it Saturday morning. I think it started like 3, 4 a.m. over here, so I wasn't really about to stay up that late for it. Last night I did for B Block because it came on like a way earlier time, at least about 12 o'clock. Now, I feel like New Japan shows are somewhat getting a little bit shorter nowadays. Usually we would see like a lot of preview tag matches going into, the next day of tournament, but it just kind of started off with like one match with the Young Boys, and then we immediately get into the tournament itself. But we did get the return of Will Ospreay, the current Rev Pro champion. I forgot he was the Rev Pro champion, to go against Yujiro Takahashi. I'm sure people wished he would have Peter back out there with him, but for some reason, she's not on the show, whatnot. But this was just a good match, I'll say that. Ospreay making his return and everything. He still got it. Some people thought it would be some ring rust on him, but Will Ospreay can still go. He did, dodge. I forgot what Yujiro's, not his finish, not the pimp juice, but I know he dodged a big move. He hit him with the hidden blade to the face. He hit the Stormbreaker. He cut a promo right after saying he's home. He's back in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He was nervous coming out, but he said he's the best wrestler in the world, and he's in the G1, and he's going to take over. So Ospreay is a heavy favorite. Some say to win the G1. He put on a lot of great matches. Like, I thought he was on a roll last year as an MVP, but now, since he's in G1, we'll see how he goes, but he got his first 2 points. Tai Chi versus Jeff Cobb was next. I actually enjoyed this match. And I think I enjoyed it because it was a clean finish, maybe, and Tai Chi didn't have to use that freaking iron finger thing that looks ridiculous. Some people wonder where Mio Abe is, but he is still the current tag champion. I will say, Tai Chi has gotten better throughout the couple years I've seen. Wasn't a fan of the guy, but I'm kind of liking him more and more. And this was a really good match with him and Jeff Cobb. He did win with the Black Mephisto and everything. Mostly a lot of back and forth towards the end. But Tai Chi did get the win, earning himself a 2 points right there. Next, Minoru Suzuki versus Tomohiro Ishii. Yes, the current Never Openweight champion and Never Openweight 6-man champion. That is Ishii and whatnot. But yeah, Never Openweight champion Suzuki. Listen, when you see Suzuki and Ishii going, you're gonna get a brawl. You're gonna get a bloodbath, damn near. Both of these guys, when they always come out, you know they're gonna kick each other's asses, and this makes no difference. Probably one of the best matches of the entire night. From that A block with Suzuki and Ishii. Suzuki dodging the brainbuster, pretty much countering into the Gotch style power driver for the win. So that was great. Okay, like I said, when you see these two go against each other, you're gonna get a kick-ass match, and this is no different. So both of these dudes usually beat the living shit out of each other, and this was no different here. Next, Jay White making his return, with Gedo back out there with him again. Haven't seen that, going against Shingo Takagi, Switchblade. Match damn near went 20 minutes and whatnot, but I gotta say, it's good to see Jay White back into the fold again. You knew it was going to be a lot of heel shit going on in this match. Gedo getting involved, brass knuckles, nut shots and whatnot. But Jay White, like last year when he went against Shingo, Jay White getting the win with the Blade Runner, earning himself 2 points, so I'm not surprised by that win. Next in the main event, we got a Wrestle Kingdom rematch. Okada, Ibushi. Good match. I'm almost surprised Ibushi went over Okada. Hit him with the Kamigoye after hitting a running knee. I think Ibushi was going to win anyways, maybe because, Wrestle Kingdom early in the year. Okada did defeat Ibushi on night one, still retain the IWGP title at the time, because Kota Ibushi, some would say he's a heavy favorite. He did win the G1 last year. That is true. He did win. And, my friend, he was saying, like, is Ibushi in the tournament? Because I know I think he's a, big fan of his and whatnot. I don't think Ibushi's going to win the tournament again this year. I'd be surprised if he hit a double and everything. Because, I look at Ibushi's run throughout this entire time all the way up to now. Because, yes, Ibushi did have a big year last year. He did win the G1. He did. And, he had the briefcase. He won in the Wrestle Kingdom. I was surprised he lost to Okada. I actually thought he was going to win the title, and he was going to make it to night 2 against him and, him and Naito. But I can see why it was Naito and Okada, which, look from story reasons, because, they faced each other like 3 different Wrestle Kingdoms, and this was the 3rd, and Naito had to get that win. But, I look at Ibushi's what has he really done? Because, okay, he's been in a tag team with Tanahashi. They did win the tag team titles from Juice Robinson and David Finlay, who didn't really have the belts that long. No, they didn't win it from them. No, because God beat Juice Robinson and David Finlay, which that didn't go long. And then Tanahashi and Ibushi did beat God for the tag titles, but kind of after that, the pandemic happened, and, we knew months off from that. And then next thing you know, Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. won the tag title. So Ibushi, I feel, has been in a weird spot in a way, because I didn't really expect the guy to lose both nights at Wrestle Kingdom. I still do believe the reason why he won the G1, I think it was kind of New Japan saying, like, hey, thanks for not going to AEW, okay? Because I'm sure a lot of people thought he was going to go to AEW, but Kota Ibushi ended up staying with New Japan, and, he signed this, lifelong contract or whatever that was going on about this year. So I really do believe that's why he got that push to win the, G1 briefcase last year. But like, hey, you did main event Wrestle Kingdom on night one. Thanks for not going to AEW, which even I kind of thought about. Like, if he had went to AEW, who would he really have to face? I say that with Omega sometimes. Like, who would he really had to face? He would have had a few people, but it's not a lot of guys on his level. But Ibushi getting first 2 points, like I said, very good match. Not as great as the Wrestle Kingdom one, but this was still a good match between Okada and Ibushi. Okay? But next we do go into night 2. B block for New Japan, which we kicked it off with Juice Robinson making his return. He's dressed like one of the Blues Brothers for some reason to go against Yoshihashi. Good match. Nothing much I could say. I figured Juice was gonna win. It's Juice Robinson, so I'm not really surprised by that. So he did get a win, like I said, with his pulp friction and everything. So yeah, Juice did get the win. Not, like I said, I'm not really surprised by that. Next, Sonata versus Toru Yano. You knew it was going to be a lot of comedy shenanigans going on in this match. So I'm very surprised Yano won, but then again, Yano did beat Naito last year in the first round. Basically, for some reason, I don't know why one of the young boys flipped over Yano, and then Sonata got pissed off, and then Yano just tied Sonata and whatever the young boy, their legs together, and Sonata could not make it back to the ring. So Toru Yano, folks, sneaky style, I guess, getting the first 2 points in this tournament. I'm really surprised they put him back in there, but you gotta get that. Then again, this is the same man that gave Jon Moxley his first loss in New Japan last year. Remember, he did beat Jon Moxley, folks. Toru Yano did beat Jon Moxley last year in his first loss in New Japan in the G1. Look it up. That happened. I was surprised myself. That's Yano for you. That's definitely Yano. So he got his first 2 points. Next, Kenta versus Hiroki Goto, another New Japan Wrestle Kingdom rematch. Kenta, who has been on the New Japan Strong show during his time in America, which I see he got a haircut again, but he is the current briefcase holder to see who is briefcase holder who will get a future shot at the IWGP US Championship. Like I said, there was a tournament going on in America at the time. Like I said, go check it out. But I guess sooner or later, Kenta will face Jon Moxley sooner or later for that U.S. title, because sometimes I forget Jon Moxley is the U.S. champion, but Kenta has called out Moxley before. Don't know if they'll ever get Moxley back in New Japan in whatever time or fashion for against that U.S. championship, but sometime sooner or later we will see Kenta versus Moxley. Good match with Goto. Kenta won, submission, crossface, so I'm not really surprised by that. I just figured Kenta was going to win just to win, but it was still a good match. Nothing really special, though. Next, Zack Sabre Jr., current tag team champion, going against Evo, who basically came off of a big push. Of course, he had Dick Togo out there with him, but as we know, Evo, who was the double champion for 6 weeks and did win the New Japan Cup tournament before dropping the belt back at the summer struggle back to Naito again, which obviously it's almost kind of reflected. It's almost like a reflection when Jay White won the title. Like, he held it for 6 weeks and ended up losing to Okada at the Madison Square Garden show, which even Naito said is they were supposed to be in Madison Square Garden this year, but Obviously, that did not happen, and maybe Naito would have won the belts back there. Maybe that's why they had that summer struggle. That summer struggle show a few weeks ago. That probably was the case, but I like this match a lot for some reason. I don't know why. We've seen Zack Sabre Jr. go against Evil before, and both of these guys are heels, but mostly that Evil working heel more. Dick Togo did get involved. Zack did get the win with his I forget that pin he does, not the victory roll or whatnot, but that European. I don't know. You know, if somebody can name Zack Sabre Jr., that whole pinfall he does, where he rolls him up and then puts his head on the mat. That's how he won the match, beating Evil. Kind of unexpected. I actually thought Evil was going to get the win right here, but Zack did get his first 2 points, so hopefully it's better than last year. And Zack was on that losing streak last year than G1, but hopefully it's better this time. And in the main event, you did get Tetsuya Naito, double champion, versus Tanahashi in the main event. Probably maybe the best match out of the night of the B block. You knew who was going to win this, the champ himself. Naito did dodge the high fly flow. He hit one Destino. He went for another one. Tanahashi dodged, but Naito still got him and won with another Destino for a win. Of course, he got a promo right after. Celebrated, roll call, Los Ingobernables de Japón. And I did kind of find it was funny. He kind of went up to Milano Collection AT and Jushin Thunder Liger, and he told him to clap like this, and, do that, like, hands up. He put his fist up and just gave Liger a middle finger. Even Liger did a middle finger like that to him. So Naito did get his first 2 points in the tournament also. One other thing that is really different about the tournament this year, we don't have any English commentary, which is unfortunate. Which the reason our English commentary has been working all this time is that, one, there is English commentary, but it's like you gotta wait another day or two to get to it. The last time they've actually did English commentary, I don't know why they just don't simulcast it or something, at least have it somewhat live, which they did for the Summer Struggle. They did it with Kevin Kelly and Chris Charlton. Like I said, I know it's a whole time difference between America and Japan, but they were able to do it simultaneously live while the show did go live, and I thought that actually worked. I don't know why they weren't really doing that at the beginning, and I was really hoping they were going to do that for the G1. And trust me, it is a little weird watching it, especially, everybody that's watching English commentary out there. Like, I can watch it in Japanese commentary, I'm just watching the match, but it would be cool just to have, Kevin Kelly, Chris Charlton, Gino Gambino, or Rocky back on commentary, because, like I said, you gotta wait, like, a day or after to. I wish they would have done it live, but they're not doing that, so you can't get it live out there on commentary with the English show. That is kind of unfortunate not to see that. So it does kind of suck. That does suck. So I don't know if they post the English commentary for either of these shows back up online. I don't know. I haven't checked the website or anything. But like I said, if you're watching it, you're just gonna have to deal with Japanese commentary right now until, like I said, if you want to wait a day and hopefully they post up online, hey, that's you. I wish they would have had it live, but like I said, unfortunately, that's not happening. And I know they were talking into doing that, but that's obviously not going to happen right now. But, overall, good first 2 days of the tournament. They will be back on Wednesday. A block with Kota Ibushi versus Jay White. I think that's the main event. Tomohiro Ishii versus Will Ospreay. That should be really interesting. Minoru Suzuki versus Taichi. Suzuki-gun Civil War, I should say. Okada versus Yujiro. I think we've seen that already, so I think we all know who's going to win that. And Jeff Cobb versus Shingo Takagi. That seems interesting. And B Block Thursday, we will have Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. Don't know if that's the main event in that. Evil versus Yoshihashi. That's a no-brainer. Juice Robinson versus Kenta. Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Toru Yano. And Hiroki Goto versus Sonata. And for some reason, I have a phone call during this entire tournament. Or review. My phone's really acting up. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking during this. This makes no sense with my phone. But yeah, other than that, I am done with this review with New Japan and whatnot. So yeah, I'm out of here. Comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. I'll deal with that phone call later. But yeah, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at HoodedKnight890. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. We will be back with a Monday Night Raw review tomorrow night. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. And hey, we'll be back sooner or later with another review of the G1 Climax for this tournament. Maybe in a few days, maybe through a few more matches. I don't know, but this was technically night 1 and night 2 of the review, or just night 1 in general for both A Block and B Block. Okay, if it would have been different this year. You think they would have started back in the U.S. like last year? Now I don't know if they want to do a big venue after what happened last year, but they got the core audience. But that building did not sell out in Dallas, Texas last year. But hey, we'll see what happens in the next few days in the tournament. I'm out of here. See you guys later. Peace.